Adversity does not discriminate. Chances are, if you're alive, then you have dealt with some hard times. I know in my own life, I have faced adversity in the last few years. I have faced unemployment, homelessness, a divorce, and a current custody battle, to put it mildly. Lucy Hone is the director of the New Zealand Institute of Wellbeing and Resilience. She has a master's in applied positive psychology from the University of Pennsylvania and a PhD in wellbeing science in public health from AUT University. This information was found on Lucy Hone's profile at the Greater Good Science Center at the University of California, Berkeley. During her research, she worked with professors who were also training 1.1 million American soldiers to be as mentally fit as they always were physically fit. This quote was used in Lucy Hone's TEDTalk speech, 3 Secrets to Resilient People. So you can imagine a class full of battle-hardened sergeants being taught by loafer-clad professors. In the article by Stars and Stripes titled "Army Trains Soldiers on How to Be Mentally and Emotionally Tough," we see the soldiers Dr. Hone was referring to in her TED Talk speech. This article was by Nancy Montgomery, and it was in the Stars and Stripes magazine in 2010. And I chose this article because it was the soldiers from the university that the professors were training and teaching, and that Lucy Hone was training under those professors as well. Resilience will not make your problems go away, but it can give you the ability to see past them and find enjoyment in life so you can handle stress better. Stated in the article by the Mayo Clinic and the Mayo Clinic staff, resilience builds skills to endure hardship, from October of 2020. The article also gives tips to improve resilience when adversity strikes. We see tips like get connected, stay social, remain hopeful, take care of yourself, and be productive. All things we can do to empower ourselves and to become more resilient. Psychology Today states that a positive attitude and optimism and genetic predisposition are all factors that play into a person's resiliency. That article was from 2021. Many factors that determine resilience cannot be taught, but specific resilience building skills can be learned. And that is why the training at the university was so important for the Army, and why they benefited from the building skills that the sergeants received. Dr. Hone began her work within her local community, teaching them the skills that she knew to be resilient skills and that they needed. And just when she thought that she had her life all figured out, then adversity struck. She had a 12-year-old daughter, and the 12-year-old daughter was killed in a car crash. And Dr. Hone went from being a person who taught resilient skills to someone that was needing them for herself. She had no idea how to get through this, but she did have her research, and she put it to work in her own life under a self-experiment. And after 5 years, then she knew from her own research that you can rise from adversity. Dr. Hone developed 3 strategies readily available to us all. They're not rocket science, and you just have to be able to lean into these strategies whenever adversity strikes. And these are the strategies. The first one is resilient people get that shit happens. They know suffering is part of life. Number 2, resilient people are good at choosing carefully where they select their attention. And number 3 is how I am acting, helping or harming me. An article from the Mayo Clinic states resilience means being able to adapt to life's misfortunes. This is so true. Through all of the adversity, I have been led to some of the best blessings of my life. I get up every day and I fight for my life and my parental rights as a mother because I know that being resilient means that I am going to suffer, but it also means that I am going to prevail.